And I thank Chair Landa for holding this important hearing, securing our energy infrastructure. I thank the witnesses for being here to testify. Protecting our critical infrastructure, I think we all agree, is paramount to our national security, especially from attacks from our adversaries. Our electrical grid must be secured so that we can protect it from evolving threats and ensure reliable power can be dispatched. As part of securing our grid, cybersecurity plays a critical role in grid resiliency. I'm fortunate that adjacent to my district is the Savannah River site located in South Carolina. Located at SRS is the Savannah River National Lab. Researchers from Idaho National Laboratory and Savannah River National Laboratory participated through the Southeastern Regional Center for Cybersecurity Collaboration led by Auburn University and Oak Ridge National Laboratory in a first-of-its-kind lab demonstration of some of the challenges faced by electric utility companies and the hardware suppliers to these utilities. A utility provided a scenario to demonstrate resiliency in the face of cyber attack on a substation. To successfully show resilience, test grids at INL and SRNL were virtually connected to each other. An attack was perpetrated on a substation emulated at SRNL with resilient control falling back to control system at INL. This scenario demonstrated the challenges faced by utilities, a possible mitigation of this particular threat, and overcoming the technical challenges of long-distance command and control for grid equipment. Mr. Tudor, often commercial industry treats the cyber threat as an IT issue when it really is a problem for OT systems. How can national labs be leveraged to use their trained cyber operators to enhance security operating technologies?
Thank you for your question, Congressman Allen. You're very happy to answer that. We have been partnering successfully with Savannah River National Lab since they have joined the family, as well as Oak Ridge and the Southeast Regional Center. That is one of the things as we talk about the kind of shift in philosophy towards more regional preparedness with government response. We think that the CERC-3 is a great model, along with things like the Texas Cyber Command, Cyber Florida, and others. So the national labs for a long time have worked to help people understand the meaning of convergence in IT and OT through both workforce development, training programs, demonstrations, appearances at conferences, and talks like this. I think that there is the constant tension between IT and OT as the operational technology is becoming more and more computerized. The vulnerabilities from IT systems become more apparent in our critical infrastructure. I think that we're helping to grow a next generation of engineers, places like Auburn, Georgia Tech, and others that are working with us to help spread that cyber-informed engineering, that built-in resilience in programs. And I'll stop there. Thank you.
Okay. As a follow-up, what is Idaho National Laboratory doing to train utilities to identify and address risks to operation technology systems?
Yeah, thank you for that. INL is one of the leaders in training critical infrastructure security to utilities and others. We work with our university partners, utility partners. We have a large-scale training program that has been ongoing for the last 17 years. It's called the Red Blue Training, but people from across the industry and around the world come to learn about the threats and vulnerabilities against critical infrastructure and how to go about mitigating them and growing their capabilities. The workforce is a very big issue for us. We know that places like NRECA and others may be under-resourced, and larger companies, larger organizations, things, once again, NERC, FERC, the excels of the nation, help to develop some of the capabilities that can then be given to the rest of the industry so they don't have to spend that kind of research dollar.
Thank you. Mr. Lindahl, rural electric cooperatives play a huge role in my district in Georgia. You mentioned in your testimony Industrial Control System Rural Electric Cooperative Initiative that helps with cyber monitoring. We've got 25 seconds. Can you share how this has been impactful on helping rural communities protect critical infrastructure and enhance their cyber defense capabilities?
Yeah, the more we understand about how our systems operate and the more we can kind of put protections in place to control them, the better we can respond to incidents out in the system.
Good, great, perfect. Mr. Chairman, I'm 2 seconds early. and I yield back.